We are the closest we have been in a very long time to having no hostages held by Hamas, either living or deceased.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio also tells Fox News Sunday trying to rebuild Gaza will be another big challenge as Israel and Hamas hold indirect talks today in Egypt, considering President Trump's ceasefire plan.
President Trump really is keeping the pressure on all sides of the negotiators, telling them he expects the hostages to be released in a matter of days and that speed is of the essence. Now, one potential problem in the Trump plan could come in phase two if Hamas refuses to disarm.
Fox's Steve Harrigan in Tel Aviv. The president went to Norfolk, Virginia to celebrate the Navy's 250th birthday.
No matter where you go, no matter what you even think about, there's nothing like the fighting force that we have.
The president wants to send troops to Portland, which he told reporters is burning as protests continue over his immigration raids, but so far he can't.
A federal judge over the weekend, who was appointed by President Trump, blocked the president's efforts to deploy National Guard troops. These troops would come from Oregon as well as other states, including Texas and California. Now, this is a temporary ruling, but no doubt a setback for the White House and its efforts to address what it says is an outrageous, unlawful, and dangerous situation.
Fox's Mark Meredith at the White House. It is day 6 of the shutdown, so hundreds of thousands of federal workers remain off the job. House Speaker Mike Johnson tells Fox they need
a few more Democrats in the Senate will come to their senses and join Republicans to open this government.
And the Senate plans another vote this afternoon, but Democratic Senate leader Chuck Schumer tells CBS Face the Nation
he's more interested in protecting the Epstein files than protecting the American people from the health care crisis.
Democrats demand provisions in the funding bill to roll back changes in Medicaid and Obamacare coverage Republicans passed earlier this year. 2 Americans and a Japanese scientist are sharing the Nobel Prize for Medicine, honored today for their work on our immune systems leading to cancer and other disease treatments. America's listening to Fox News.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms do apply.
The manhunt continues in Montgomery, Alabama, where there's a $50,000 reward searching for the gunman in Saturday night's mass shooting that left 2 people dead, a dozen injured.
We're going to do whatever we can, not only to arrest those responsible, we're going to do whatever we can to arrest those connected in any way.
That's Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed. In Texas, a mother's been charged with shooting her kids.
The sheriff of Brazoria County, Texas, says a woman called 911 at 4:48 a.m. Saturday and said they needed to come to her location, a gas station near Angleton. Deputies found 4 children shot inside the woman's car and performed first aid. An 8-year-old boy and 9-year-old girl survived, said to be in stable condition. A 13-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl died. Their mother, Oninda Romulus, 31 years old, is charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The sheriff's office isn't saying anything yet about a possible motive, what, if any, evidence was found in the home, or custody arrangements for the 2 surviving children. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising, so the Dow could keep going up after closing Friday at a record high. Taylor Swift isn't just topping the music charts.
And she said to me,
her new album, Life of a Showgirl, came out last week, and then in theaters, there was the release party of A Showgirl, which was the #1 movie, leading the weekend box office with $33 million in ticket sales. In the baseball playoffs, Seattle beat Detroit 3-2. That evens the series 1-1. The Toronto Blue Jays up 2-0 on the New York Yankees after a 13-7 win. On Sunday Night Football,
right down the middle, Borregales nails it, and the Patriots take the lead with 15 seconds remaining.
And New England held on to be the last undefeated NFL team left. The Buffalo Bills, 23-20 on NBC. Earlier, Denver beat Philadelphia 21-17, the Eagles' first loss. New Orleans and Tennessee got their first wins, but Dallas beat the New York Jets 37-22, leaving the Jets as the only winless team. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
You cannot predict the NFL. You can't predict the NFL. That's just the way it is. There's a lot of really good. Think about all the players in the NFL, they all were the best player on their team.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they come from sometimes very little schools, but the common denominator is they're big, fast, strong, and the best in their college.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what the NFL is made of. So these guys don't like losing. Well, the Jets going to beat somebody. Jets will beat somebody. Anyway, over the weekend, we had kind of an exciting deal, the Fighting Illini.
Absolutely.
That was really, really fun.
Beating the Boilermakers is always a good time.
I mean, it's never easy. Solye, we beat Purdue at Purdue.
Yes, I saw that, yeah.
Over the last 19 games, Purdue has owned me. I mean, 15-4. I mean, they just dominated. The llast time we won 2 in a row, which we have now, we beat them 50-49 in that easy game last year here. And then 16-point win on the road. I'll take it. Yeah, it wasn't our best game, but we won.
Yep.
By 16, we got to the
winning
next
ugly. Winning ugly.
Doesn't matter. And really wasn't. It was a couple of defensive breakdowns. Otherwise, we scored 43 points. So anyway, it's been since 2000, 2001 since we'd beaten Purdue twice in a row. It's been that long, 23 years since we won 2 in a row. They've beaten us 4 or 5 in a row. I mean, they've dominated us. The series over 100 years is 47 wins Illinois, 48 losses.
Oh, wow.
It is like unbelievable.
Neck and neck.
Yeah, they've dominated us for the last 20 years, but not on Saturday. That feels good. Now we got Ohio State, and the big Fox Noon show is coming back.
Yes, it is. And
wow.
Buckeyes haven't been in town since like 10 years ago, 2015.
It's been a minute. So, yeah, they don't worry about the Alini very often because, they generally win. So but I know one thing. They'll be on StubHub trying to get tickets, and it's a sellout. They'll pay their money.
Yeah.
Columbus is a big town with a lot of money. I think they have 1 million people living in Columbus, Ohio now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Austin, Texas. It's big.
All righty.
So anyway, they're coming in. They're 15-point favorites. So, they got to worry about Michigan ahead and don't have to worry
Where's
about...
their ranking?
They're number one.
They're number one. We're 17.
17, we moved up 5. So that's good. But, it's like, what is Ohio State even... Listen, they're the best team, if not it's Oregon or Ohio State, I think, in the country. And another little note here, sports-wise, when was the last time Texas and Penn State were not in the top 25?
I know.
Penn State's James Franklin, if he doesn't win out, it's over. There's no way you go to UCLA and you're 25-point favorites and you get beat.
Is that the team that Arch Manning's on, Texas?
He's at Texas, yeah. They're 3-2, so I think they might be out of the hunt for the playoffs. In any event, Penn State goes to UCLA, who'd not won a game. They dubbed this 20-some-year-old kid to be the interim, and they beat Penn State, a number 7 ranked team. Penn State drops out of the top 25. It's bad.
Okay.
So it's a tough gig if you're a head coach. It's great for the money, but it's tough keeping your work. So anyway, we got Ohio State. It's 11 a.m. It's the big show again. David Poitner will love us because he can't stand Ohio State, so he'll be rooting for
Okay.
And then we'll see. He apparently did taste Papa Del's pizza and also tasted Monocle's, but it didn't make the TV.
Right.
So maybe
and
he'll...
I think Old Orchard was one of his stops, too.
Well, that's Monocle's.
He's known
Monocle's
for
recipe,
his pizza, but, Papa Del's is known for their thick crust, and he had tavern-style thinner crust.
I'm not a huge fan, believe it or not. Papa Del's a little too much bread for me.
I see.
I would go for the tavern as well.
Well, and I know coming out and making the video, he mentioned I had to wait 50 minutes here at Papa Del's and I'm like,
that's a common. People.
That's what we do.
In any event, we're excited to have the Buckeyes in town. They're clearly the best. They're going to have a dozen guys on this team that play in the NFL. We might have 3, 4, 5, maybe. So but they just have 4 and 5 star guys because they got a $35 million budget or something. So it's different, but on one day,
it's a football game.
One game, heck yeah, heck yeah.
Well, we'll do fine. We'll be okay.
No, the crowd's going to be. And Brett Bielema played the post game. He said, "I need the crowd."
Yep.
Yes.
Because the crowd was amazing. USC. It needs to be just ratcheted up a little from there. You won't be able to talk to your neighbor. That's how loud it's going to be.
And it's a Hall of Fame game, so they'll be saluting a lot of various athletes.
We're a good football team, guys. We don't know how good Indiana is. They got to go to Oregon, the number 2 team in the nation, and they're 8.5-point underdogs. So Oregon's super good. It's like football on grass playing basketball. They go so fast. It's crazy. But basketball and grass kind of what they... they term it. Anyway, we'll see if the Hoosiers are, and we had a tough one with 7 to 10 guys getting hurt in that game and all that stuff. So we have recovered nicely. Can we be competitive with Ohio State? Illini fans would love to see a second half where you're not sure who's going to win. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that would be absolutely awesome. All right, what's the weather doing here this week, friend? Our weather this morning with our meteorologist Greg Solier being brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And it's Active Aging Week. Boy, are there some great chances for you to learn about healthy aging, vibrant lifestyles, and community connections. Just visit urbanaparks.org.
All right, sir. The ball is in your court. We got a big week. I think the weather's going to cooperate for this weekend, isn't it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We'll have a little reminder, a few days that, hey, it's October, ought to feel like that. No sign of any season-ending frost or freeze, first of all. And we'll get some rain, again, maybe to just wreck the wash in the pickup or the car and maybe settle the dust. And then we'll be back at it from an outdoor work and harvest standpoint within about a 24 to 36-hour time frame. For Friday night football for high school games, no problem. We'll be in the 60s. For Saturday kickoff, we'll be somewhere probably around or just slightly south of 70, and then head into the mid-70s later on in the ball game with lots of sunshine, a bit of a southeast to south wind. So we continue the winning streak of fine, fair weather for the weekend with football in mind. In the meantime, 62 at Willard and Savoy. We've got some rain across parts of Wisconsin, back down to eastern Kansas. We may spark a stray shower this afternoon, otherwise increasing clouds. Another summer-like day's worth of weather at 86 on a bit of a south wind. Periods of showers for tonight, maybe a thunderstorm in spots. We call it fair, maybe good coverage, 10th to quarter, maybe a third of an inch in some spots. 65 for the low tomorrow, much cooler, and maybe a couple of spotty showers around for the morning at 73. Clouds break tomorrow night, much cooler, down to 46, and a cool, crisp start to the day, both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. The high to about 69 on Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, could be here in the upper 30s by Friday morning. No frost or freeze, though, and 71 in the afternoon. Mid-70s on Saturday, 77 Sunday. Here comes 80-degree weather, more dry weather the beginning part of next week as well. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, off and running here. It's Monday. This is October 6th. I'm just telling you, when you get to be 94, you're gonna say, "Man, I forget my months too." I know. In any event, Grace, my daughter, is any minute.
Any minute now having this little baby girl.
Yeah, and tomorrow is 40 weeks.
Okay.
So it's any minute.
Any minute.
And yeah, but she feels great. She's doing great.
Good.
She was at CrossFit Saturday.
Oh, wow.
She's doing, limited CrossFit.
Right.
But I think it's great if you can exercise all the way up as long as the doctor is good with it.
Yes.
But definitely do that. So we are.
I feel like I was eating spicy food when I was within 24 hours of the due date. Supposedly that might get things going. I was doing all the, wives' tale stuff.
Grace is doing a lot of
castor oil or something back in the day.
She's doing a lot of tea.
Okay.
So it just, I don't know.
Anything to stimulate and get things going.
I just know that all our lives are going to change for the better. So we're excited for that little girl. But we wait, and I could get a call any minute. Mm-hmm. So standing by.
I've been praying about it.
Thank you very much.
That everything goes okay.
Thank you.
Never know.
No, we pray for a safe, healthy pregnancy and birth.
Yes.
And Jacob's here, and it's awesome. And we're excited.
But people don't go through Lamaze classes much anymore on the breathing together and focus, look at my eyes.
That didn't work for us. We went to Lamaze class, and I just threw the pictures out the window.
Right.
We weren't into pictures.
That's right.
Look at that. That's a happy moment. No. It's just hang in there. Anyway, it's a great blessing, and we're excited. All right, 7:14, we run to our morning sports. Brett Bielma after the Purdue win.
Super excited. Obviously, give a lot of credit to Purdue. I thought Barry's done a great job. A very competitive four-quarter game to get a W over here is a big deal. To get the Cannon, 101st game, and to get 2 in a row, obviously, has been a long time. So for all the Illinois fans that haven't been able to do that, I wanted to give you that. So that's a great thing. And then I think the biggest thing is I think we're at a point where we have a team that maybe if we don't play our best and still get out a 16-point game on the road against Purdue, that we've made progress. We're doing a lot of good things. I think the key for us this week is obviously an unbelievable opportunity with Ohio State, and we just got to get our guys healthy, got to get our guys fresh. We got to be very, very smart in our plan. We've got some things offensively, defensively, and special teams. Shoot, Luke had a career day today, and we don't even really kind of know it. It's just because it's so routine for him. Right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, Luke Altmaier, 390 yards passing. I think he had 300 at half. I mean, it was spectacular. What about Luke Altmaier, Coach? I mean, you've had Russell Wilson, who won a Super Bowl. That was your quarterback at Wisconsin. How good is Luke?
I can't tell you that because I just live in this little box, right? Like we literally just work on. The thing I love working about with Luke is Luke just works about worries and takes care of his day, right? Like his preparation detail. He's got his own little study in our building where he can get alone and watch film on his own, and he just does a great job of putting himself in a preparation mode to get ready for Tuesday's practice, execute Wednesday, make corrections Thursday, get the game plan together. I can't control the outside narrative. I just know I've been in this business for a long time. I've had quarterbacks that play in the NFL or still playing in the NFL, and this guy's as good as I've ever had.
As good as I've ever had.
Nice.
We're going to miss Luke Altmaier now. I don't think he can get a sixth year. I wish he could.
Mm-hmm.
Let's petition for it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, fantastic for the Fighting Illini to go 5-1 before the year. If I said 5-1, would you have taken it? And I would have.
Absolutely.
5-1, taking on the Buckeyes, the mighty Buckeyes from Ohio State. That's coming up Saturday at 11 a.m.
And as you mentioned, I don't see Penn State or Texas anywhere.
Nope.
Kind of odd. Ohio State at number 1, Miami number 2, Oregon 3, Ole Miss 4. I have Texas A&M at 5. As far as our Big Ten, I see Indiana is bumped up to 7 now.
We'll see what they do at Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
They got their hands full. I think Oregon is right there. I mean, Miami's obviously great, and so is Ohio State. So you got 3 really, really good teams at the top there.
Michigan's at 15, and we bumped up to 17 now.
Yeah.
So go Illini.
Yep.
I think this is the orange out game. Hell to the orange
I
out.
haven't heard much of that.
Okay.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. That's fine. We're orange.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're going to see some red.
And you
Don't
know, maybe
tickets.
that'll conflict the red if the orange is right next to it. It all kinds of blends together. That's a good camera look or whatever. And as you mentioned, the noon show is coming in from Fox, so we know how this goes with that 11 a.m. kick.
And the students will be lined up in the middle of the night to get in that front row.
Yeah, and you have to get there early. Those tailgaters, I know it was 3 a.m. when they were in line last time we did this. So let's go Illini. And the Illini volleyball team winners in 5 sets over Michigan State. They'll be on the road taking on Maryland and then Rutgers with a 6 o'clock game.
All right, Cubs got a big game too tonight.
Yes, they do.
They got pounded on Saturday. It's in Milwaukee tonight. You got to, if you can sneak out of there, you're now favored in that series. So you got to get a win tonight for Chicago.
Right, 8:08 first pitch over on US 105.9.
A lot of upsets in the NFL, I guess, too. So.
Well, and we had mentioned Colts over Ravens 40-6.
Yeah.
Kansas City and Jacksonville tonight at 7:15.
No, it's fun. Bears were off. They play Monday night, a week from tonight. They'll be playing at Washington, which pounded the Chargers yesterday. Weather this morning from Greg Solier, brought to you by Carl.
Working every day to improve the health of community members across the region. Would you like to join the team with opportunities for growth? Carl.org/careers.
Check with our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign and Van this Saturday. Hopefully one and all enjoyed the spell of summer-like weather over the past weekend. It continues on for the day-to-day. Then a little more typical early autumn air mass builds in the area behind a cool front. That cool off expected through the remainder of the week with another big warm-up relative to mid-October getting going over the weekend. More so into next week. Some rain in the forecast. Nothing to make a significant dent on ongoing dryness and drought. Up to 86 today. Increasing clouds. Small chance for shower this afternoon. Light south wind. Showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair, maybe good coverage. Maybe a thunderstorm early on. Low down to 65. A couple of showers linger tomorrow morning. And a much cooler day with clouds sticking around. A west-northwesterly winds in 73. Total rainfall amounts 10th to a quarter. Maybe some spots to about 1/3 of an inch. We'll turn cooler tomorrow night. Clearing off. Low down to 46. Sunshine and 60 down for the day on Wednesday. Upper 60s Thursday. Low 70s Friday. Mid to upper 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are higher. Investors are again brushing off the government shutdown and are focusing on merger news and a new artificial intelligence deal. Comerica shares are up more than 10%. Fifth Third Bank of Cincinnati is buying Comerica for $10.9 billion. The combined bank will have a reach from the Midwest to Southeast, Texas, and California. Artificial intelligence giant OpenAI and chipmaker Advanced Micro Devices have announced a 5-year agreement. They'll collaborate on AI data centers that will run on AMD processors, a challenge to industry chipmaker NVIDIA. The two companies didn't disclose the plan's expected overall cost. AMD's processors are currently used for traditional data centers, gaming, and PCs. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
The world of business moves fast. Stay on top of it with the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday. Fox Business reporters, anchors, and hosts will bring you beneath the stock market speculation and boardroom drama to tell you about the biggest business stories of today. Whether you're on Main Street or Wall Street, Fox Business is invested in you.
Listen to the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnace is running safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
Calling all Honeycrisp apple lovers. Your Honeycrisp are ready at Curtis Orchard. That's right, it's Honeycrisp season, which means you can get them at Curtis Orchard now until we close in late December. Of course, we have all your other favorites too. Donuts, pies and fritters, apples, produce, cider and gifts, preserves and popcorn. It's all here waiting for you to enjoy during your next trip to Curtis Orchard. There's something here to make everyone smile. Visit us at curtisorchard.com or follow on Facebook to find out what else is in season right now.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
The Halloween Water Carnival with Urbana Park District is happening October 18th from 4 to 6. As 2 to 11-year-olds with a parent or adult guardian enjoy games, spooky activities, prizes, and more. Kids can dress up in costumes, but remember, they'll be swimming. Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Registration required before October 11th. Be ready to splash into the fun with the Halloween Water Carnival, October 18th, urbanaparks.org.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
I want to thank the Asklins and Reicherts of A&R Mechanical for having me host their 100th year in business celebration. Diane, if I were to tell you there are 1,000 businesses starting a brand new concept, brand new idea, you're a business and you're starting up, how many of the 1,000 will make 100 years in business?
3.
3 is correct. Because I told you.
Yes, you have.
0.03.
We've done this
1% is 10 out of 1,000. Yeah. So it was less than 1% survive to the point of 100 years. Very impressed with A&R from the standpoint of their heritage. That Bud started a plumbing business with the encouragement of his incredibly strong wife, B. And they started, I think, Reichert Plumbing in 1925. Mm-hmm. Think about 1925 and where we were. We had the Roaring 20s. We were 4 years away from an absolute collapse of our financial markets and the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And they made it through the Great Depression. They made it through World War II. They made it through the Korean conflict. They made it through all their stuff of the ups and downs, the inevitable ups and downs. And it was going along pretty well. In 1986, John Reichert, the son of D.W., who was the son of Bud. So you had Bud, D.W., and then you had John and Scott. And now they're into the fourth generation. Nate Reichert is now the chairman of the board. Steve Hall, who gave a very moving talk, very emotional, just a tremendous president of their company now. And John Reichert, who took over the reins, trained for 2 years. What smart play is that? He was under the tutelage of D.W. and Ken for 2 years, and then John took over, and they had exponential growth. That's when the thing really, that last 30 years was John Reichert, and then Steve Hall took over in 2018. Just the foundation of faith was the most important thing they've gone on for 100 years. B. Reichert was a Pentecostal preacher in central Illinois getting kicked out of towns because a woman doesn't preach.
Right.
Get out. Wow. I went through tragedy, losing a 4-year-old, and then turned to Jesus, and tremendous faith in that Reichert clan. So A&R stands for Asklin and Reichert. Congratulations on 100 years. May you live another 100.
Well, plumbers are heralded people in our world.
I think anybody...
even you were named after the plumber.
I was named... I didn't mention this, but Stevie J, J-A-Y, Uncle Greg, my brother Greg, hung around with Jay the Plumber in the 50s. Jay the Plumber. Love Jay the Plumber, and they didn't have a middle name for me, and Greg says, I'll give him my name, Jay. That's how it started. That was probably would have been totally appropriate to tell that story. And of course, I remembered at 10 p.m. Anyway,
I'm glad they had a great celebration.
It was great, 400 or 500 people. Mm-hmm. It was in a tent, and they thought that was ironic because B was doing revivals in tents. They went to tents around central Illinois, preaching the good word of the Lord, which is what we all need to be doing, and we're studying the Bible 24/7. All right.
It was great weather this weekend, too. We were blessed to have that in our community and so many terrific events going on. I also was under a tent at St. Matthew's for their Oktoberfest party after the craft crawl in downtown Champaign. That was a big hit with Champaign Center Partnership. Now we're pivoting to prepare for the Parade of Lights on November 29th.
Won't be long before we're doing that.
Exactly.
Anyway, thanks to A&R Mechanical. Congratulations on 100 years. Very difficult to do it. Rachel and Jamie were the high-level Los Angeles producers that choreographed the whole show. It was really, really fun. Really good. Great to see a lot of people from Philo.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to break. I think what happened in Chicago over the weekend you need to know about, and I think it's absolutely egregious. Governor Pritzker is totally woke. He's totally far left. He's totally in the AOC camp, and he wants to be our president. But what happened over the weekend, shocking. If you've not heard of this story, I shall brief you next. Stand by. Oh, by the way, you want tickets to the game Saturday?
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to see the Fighting Illini sold-out game against Ohio State. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football against Ohio State with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Jay Lehman here, former U of I All-American linebacker. Do you like steak? Do you like red meat? Well, if you do, you got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse. They had phenomenal steaks, sides, salads. I love the onion rings and the fried mushrooms as well as the fried pickles. You've got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Gifford. That's right, make the trip to Gifford for some of the best steaks you'll have. Kids love it too. I brought my whole family. I'll see you at Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford.
Join Salt and Light Thursday, October 23rd for our first annual Masquerade Ball. This year's theme is Cirque du Soleil and has everything from fire performers and aerialists to stilt walkers and contortionists, live music, and so much more. For one magical night, we'll stand together to change lives and transform our community with great food and drinks, music, whimsical entertainment, and a live and silent auction. Visit www.saltandlightministry.org and click the Masquerade tab for all the info.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Anti-ICE protesters creating chaos in Portland, Oregon, but a temporary ruling from the federal bench could force the hand of the Trump administration.
The White House will have to come up with a new plan to address what it's calling a crime crisis in Portland, Oregon. Federal judge over the weekend, who was appointed by President Trump, blocked the president's efforts to deploy National Guard troops. These troops would come from Oregon as well as other states, including Texas and California.
Fox's Mark Meredith. The Senate set to vote today in the bill to fund the government. South Carolina Congressman Russell Fry says Democrats want money in the bill for.
They fund illegal immigrant health care. They water down and eliminate our work requirements.
A Republican earlier on Fox Business. Coastal flooding likely from Florida to North Carolina.
King tides. We got a supermoon as well. That's going to drive the coastal flood risk up.
That's Fox Weather's Craig Herrera. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Authorities confirming a missing Chatham man found dead. Sangamon County coroner says the body of Nathaniel Urbanski discovered near train tracks in a wooded area in the 6500 block of Hiram Bridge Road near Chatham. He was reported missing last Tuesday. Bus driver for Rantoul City Schools given a ticket Friday after they and their bus involved in a close call with another car. As kids were on board, it happened at Country Club and Veterans Drive. Rantoul's police chief says the bus on Country Club pulled out into Veterans Drive, failed to yield to an eastbound SUV. University of Illinois System contributing nearly $25 billion to the Illinois economy each year. System commissioned a study earlier this year to find the impact of U of I's three campuses in Champaign-Urbana, Springfield, and Chicago on the state. It says activities continue to drive an average of 225,000 jobs and account for 2.5% of Illinois' total GDP. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Got some copier issues. Watts Copy Systems, I've honestly been very impressed with their service because they send somebody down here when something's not working. And it's so great to have them in Philo. They do a very good job. They're happy to do a very cost-efficient solution. Maybe you're spending too much on your color prints and everything, and they send you toners ahead of time. I mean, they know exactly where your machine is. Interested in a free evaluation, call Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428. Weather now with Greg Solier, brought to you by Busey for over 157 years. Member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Well, by golly, a few days worth of more typical early October weather expected to come our way over the next 24 to 36 hours. The beginning of a pronounced cool-off. Back to just no worse than seasonal temperatures around here for the October calendar dates. Another big warm-up gets underway for the end part of the week, more so to the weekend, and even more so next week with another spell of extended dry weather. Unseasonably warm weather for the day-to-day, continuing on. Increasing clouds and isolated shower this afternoon, up to 86 and a light south wind. Showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair to good coverage, maybe an evening thunderstorm. Low down to 65. Tomorrow much cooler with highs to about 73. Clouds will stick around much of the day and a couple of showers around for the morning hours. Clearing off tomorrow night, turning much cooler. Low down to 46. Mostly sunny and cooler for the day. Wednesday at about 69 for the high. 67 on Thursday. We'll be down to the upper 30s Friday morning, but then 71 in the afternoon. Highs well into the 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Solier.
Let's do a Stever. What do you think?
All righty.
I've got a free doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal. I have just one.
Okay.
It's $40 for the bag, $175 or $180 for the pickup. So this doggy bag will hold 6 cubic yards, which means nothing to you. But safe to say I put a Gorilla basketball hoop in it that had a broken everything.
It's interesting concept Phil came up with. It's essentially a canvas dumpster.
It's a canvas dumpster. Isn't quite the size of a dumpster, but you'll be amazed at how full you can pack that.
Right.
It's like 2,000 pounds of tile if you have it.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot. Anyway, I'll pay for the pickup. I'll pay for the bag. And then you'll have, whatever time. This is a little different because you get the bag and there's no rush with the bag. The dumpster, he kind of needs it back.
That's right.
So the canvas bag is yours. So if you would like to do some organizing and you know how you need the garage for the winter now.
That's right.
We got to clean stuff out. And hopefully you can Idea Store, Habitat, Salt and Light. I was there over the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to Habitat later. I think they take wood.
Okay. Yes, they do.
I've got wood.
Yeah, any kind of, materials.
I've got a few shingles.
Help in building.
Old wood shingles.
They take all that.
Okay, I'm going to take a load to them.
And I think it's like World Habitat Day today. That's
Perfect.
why they were
That's
doing
exactly why I'm doing it, Diane.
There you go.
Yeah, I planned that.
Good job, Stevie.
Anyway, so if you want to clean stuff out, you can donate hopefully most of it, but you're going to have some stuff.
That's right.
So you get a doggy bag, you get organized, you feel like you're going to do something even if you never unfold it. But when you do unfold it and load it up, if you do that, you can call Phil and he'll do the $170, $180 pickup that I'll pay for.
And are we texting in for this offer?
Yep, just doggy bag.
217-359-2255.
Fisher National Bank text line. At least you'd make a move towards something.
Right.
I would.
And now that it's October 6th, we're getting into kind of the who's hosting Thanksgiving, who's hosting for Christmas. You're starting to assign things.
Yeah.
You know things are going to get busy as the last quarter progresses here. So why not knock it out with a couple of great October weather days and use that doggy bag?
Okay, so there you go. Text in 217-359-2255. Doggy bag for Bulldog Disposal in Muhammad. Phil took his whole family to see the Bears play in Las Vegas, and they blocked that kick at the end and won.
Yes.
It was an exciting victory.
I guess so.
If you would like to win this, I've got one. Let me know. I would do this. I'm thinking myself that actually don't text, then I'll use it. No, we want to give this to you. So
Absolutely.
Get a text to us, and it's like a $210 freebie.
Get it done.
Okay, Christy Nome is our...
Was she in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, she mentioned
she was in Chicago. She works with ICE. She's what is her title? She's Secretary of whatever that is. So Homeland Security.
Okay.
Homeland Security Secretary Christy Nome went to I think it was the police department.
Okay.
And they locked the door.
What?
She said, "May I use the restroom?" And I think I heard a beep beep and no. How about that? Christy Nome.
I've encouraged the governor of Oregon and of Illinois and that attorney general should go down and spend some time with our ICE officers and with our Border Patrol officers and encounter the protesters that they do, because these individuals are shouting hateful things at them, threatening their families. Make no mistake, this isn't just about, protesting free speech or that they don't like that people out here are upholding the law of our country. They're actually going out there and saying, kill these people and we'll give you this much money to do it. Our intelligence indicates that these people are organized. They're getting more and more people on their team as far as attacking officers, and they're making plans to ambush them and to kill them. We have specific officers and agents that have bounties that have been put out on their heads.
I can't believe it. It's like $20,000, $10,000, $20,000 to kill an agent.
What?
Yes. It's circulated.
This is here in our state.
This isn't everywhere, but it's predominantly they're in Chicago. And the border chief, I got to tell you what happened. And this hurts a lot of people deeply. But first I'm going to play the border chief for ICE about Governor Pritzker.
So the governor saying that you guys aren't doing anything to make the community safer, what would you say in response to him?
I don't think the governor has ever stepped foot near a Trained Aragua member or MS-13 member or any other bad person or bad thing. So he probably wouldn't understand exactly what we're talking about. It might be way over his head. But don't worry, Governor Pritzker, we've got it covered from here. And this is just the beginning. Tonight's just the beginning. And we're going to roll on and on. We are going to turn and burn, Governor. We're going from this one to the next, to the next, to the next, until they quit or are all deported and go home. And as far as him, he can either get on board or watch from the sidelines.
Okay, so there you go. Text in 217-359-2255. Doggy bag for Bulldog Disposal in Muhammad. Phil took his whole family to see the Bears play in Las Vegas, and they blocked that kick at the end and won. So it's exciting victory.
As far as him, he can either get on board or watch from the sidelines.
Black people in Chicago, let's get this clear for the record so nobody is confused, right? In 2020 and 2021, when Democrats, specifically Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, flooded Chicago with the illegal, undocumented criminal invaders, y'all didn't have nothing to say about that, right? When the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, gave them benefits, millions, prepaid EBT cards with $10,000 on it, prepaid Visa cards, 6 months worth of free rent, free healthcare, free childcare. Y'all were okay with that. And then you all continue to be okay with it by going out and voting for Kamala Harris to continue what she was doing with the open borders, right? Now that ICE is there to actually do something about it, right? With Trump's mandate, now you all are boohoo, whining and crying, complaining that ICE is coming to black neighborhoods. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Where else are they supposed to go when that's where y'all allowed them to go? You see, Democrats didn't put these illegals in Oak Brook or Oak Park or Evanston, in any of the white neighborhoods, yet you got the white liberals downtown protesting to keep those people there because they know that they're in black neighborhoods. And y'all goofy. Y'all falling for this. Y'all voted for Kamala Harris, and now y'all are protesting ICE coming to black neighborhoods to remove these criminal invaders. Y'all are calling ICE racist for coming to the black neighborhoods. Well, why are they coming to the black neighborhoods? Because that's where you all allowed them to go. So tell me you a goofy Democrat plantation slave without telling me you a goofy Democrat plantation slave.
Very articulated, well, about the feeling of one African American anyway. All right, so what happened that I thought was egregious, that I know there are people sickened by this, particularly in law enforcement, but the ICE agents were trapped by cars and the cars bumping into people and things. They called for help. And the Chicago police, not one came. They were in a bad situation. They needed to be very aggressive to get out of it. But why wouldn't the Chicago police help a fellow brother? Will the Marines say no to the Navy? Will the Marines say no to the Army? If you're and I guarantee you 100% law enforcement wanted to go. They did not. They were told not to go. There is couple of brave officers that took pictures of the screen in their squad cars that says, "Do not respond." What? What if they died? And of course, Governor Pritzker, well, they rush out to the media and a lot of this isn't true. And it's not, We have a picture of it, Governor.
Yeah.
What's your response? Do not respond. These are fellow law enforcement people at risk of their life. How do you stand down? I guess you get fired if you go. Right. You're in all these hearings and everything else.
Right.
But the Fraternal Order of Police in the county, the state, and the nation are outraged. You help when you get the call. There's a cry for help. That's what you do. Told to stand down. All right. That's unbelievable. And so all of this, and the African-American community, I mean, you go up there and talk to people, they're not happy about the invasion of the people that were here illegally using resources and property and everything else. They're putting them all over the place. And, of course, it isn't in Evanston. It'll never be in Oak Brook and all of the, just like, was it Martha's Vineyard, where they put some 56 illegals. They were gone in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Not here, sir.
Right.
So 217-359-2255. Is this good for Governor Pritzker? He is going to run for president. He has to cater to the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez bunch. It hurts my heart to know that we have all these law enforcement people that are so good and want to help and told to stand down. It'll be interesting with Chicago police. About 90% of them want to do something else this morning. What are you going to do?
Man.
I met a Chicago police officer on a golf course a number of years ago. He said, I got 4 years, 2 months, and 8 days left, and I'm out of the state. I said, why? He said, it's ridiculous. He said, the last arrest I made, I'm in evidence now, but the last arrest I made was a 12-year-old on a little banana bike carrying a .44 Magnum for $100, delivering a gun. He said, and then we'll chase somebody, tackle them, the city will settle for $1 million when we get sued. And it's disheartening. And here's Donald Trump into a Democratic state he'll never win, into another Democratic state, Oregon, he'll never win. Well, he's trying to help because there are good people in those states that want his help. And you get a resistance. You're calling them the Gestapo. What do you think that does? People want to kill him. And if there's the dark web's going out with these rewards for kill, this isn't a video game. It's unbelievable. So you can comment on that, or you can wonder why we're shut down in the government. Speaking of AOC, this is what she's demanding, since she apparently is a spokesperson for the Democrats now. Senator John Kennedy wants to articulate this morning. Remember all the stuff that was in things that we said, oh, that's not true. We are not giving $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. $3 million. We'd never give $4.2 million for LGBTQ people in the Western Balkans, in Ukraine and Uganda, just cause. We'd never give $500,000 for electric buses in Rwanda. That's what the Democrats want back in. They want all this stuff. How about $500 million for PBS? That's what they're demanding.
This is part of the standstill for our government shuts down?
Yeah, so this is what they say I want back if you want my vote.
Basically, President Trump just said, we want you to take some stuff out of the budget that we think is wasteful. And we did. And that upset the Congresswoman. She's entitled to be upset if she wants to. But that really upset the socialist wing of the party. And so we took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. It was in the budget under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we've got to put that back in for that open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here.
Unbelievable. Senator Kennedy says this is why government's shut. Now, the Democrats I know, this is ridiculous. They would agree. But their party has been hijacked. I mean, in Texas, listen to this. In Texas, this is what the Democrats are fighting for.
Senate Bill 38 going to the Texas House. And this bill seeks to keep squatters out of our house. Democrats have fought for 2 hours for the right, I don't even know how to say this, for the right of people that don't belong in your house to stay in your house. In the event that you leave for a month or two and a squatter goes in and takes your house over, Democrats are fighting for the ability of those people to be able to stay in your house.
What?
Why would you do that?
How many snowbirds do we have in Champaign-Urbana? You go to Florida, somebody goes into your house, your neighbors call the police, so that's what they're arguing. That's what the Democrats, the far left, it's far left. I just progressive. They're not Democrats. The far left would argue that it's okay to go to Diane and Mike's house in Kelowna because you happen to go to the Bahamas for 6 weeks. You come back, there are people in your house, you can't get them out. Excuse me. How can you defend that? How do you say that's okay? No, you own the house. This is what has gotten people that have never whispered a word about politics. They don't want to get this. There's a tipping point in life, and your tipping point's going to be different than mine. But some of these things, the police standing down, If you leave for 4 weeks or you have a 4-month home in Florida, God bless you, good for you. Come back, you can't get your house back. There are people camping on some of the fire sites in L.A., which, by the way, haven't even come close to start reconstruction of the wildfires. And they're putting tents on their property, can't get them off. What the world are we doing? A lot of common sense, as Donald Trump has said 1,000 times, and there's zero in some of this stuff. There's just no way to defend it, but I welcome you to change my mind. I mean, I'm happy to hear if you got a differing opinion, particularly in this, the police standing down when fellow law enforcement people are in peril for their life, and you don't go.
Right.
And we got the screenshot of being told by the commander, do not respond. What the world? They deny it until you have that. Now what do they say?
I'm noticing some input from some of our listeners, like Rick saying, Steve and Diane, I have no ability to understand the far left liberal Democrats and what they think in allowing illegals into our country and to give them more benefits than law-abiding citizens in the U.S.
How does Black Chicago feel about, them coming in and getting these $10,000 credit cards? What the heck? I've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not flush with cash.
And what I don't like is our veterans are being overlooked.
Well, we need to, it may sound cruel, but my priority's got to be the legal citizen. And then if we have extras, we can help as much as we can, but they can't be here if they're not doing it legally. And all the people that wait 4 years to get through the line, how fair is that? You're cutting in line.
Right.
And so Trump said we're going to have the biggest deport, and he's doing what he says on about everything.
Well, and if you voluntarily step up and say, yeah, I did, come in here because I thought I could get away with it, whatever, don't you get
$1,000 and a chance to apply?
Right.
It'll be a while, but you can do that.
$1,000 do things properly.
A plane ride home.
Yeah.
Free plane ride home. And I think several million have taken advantage of that. Good for them.
By the way, I did bring up World Habitat Day, and Sarah texted in, usually Habitat Restore is closed on Mondays. Please check it before you go.
Dang it,
Stevie. And I did check, and it does look like it's open tomorrow.
How dare they take 2 days off a week? Okay, we'll get back to it tomorrow then.
There you go.
Anyway, so the bottom line is it doesn't make sense at all. I can't understand the perspective. If I told AOC you're going somewhere for 4 weeks, your place is gone when you come back, would she be good with that? 217-359-2255. You got any thoughts on our discussion here this morning? I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. Our weather this morning brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Pretty good time to be thinking about entertaining outdoors, perhaps. Would you like a new deck or pergola or sunroom? Improve the look, feel, and function of your home as you visit KramerSiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Hopefully one and all enjoyed the spell of summer-like weather over the past weekend. It continues on for the day-to-day. Then a little more typical early autumn air mass builds in the area behind a cool front. That cool-off expected through the remainder of the week with another big warm-up relative to mid-October getting going over the weekend. More so into next week. Some rain in the forecast. Nothing to make a significant dent on ongoing dryness and drought. Up to 86 today. Increasing clouds. Small chance for shower this afternoon. Light south wind. Showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair, maybe good coverage. Maybe a thunderstorm early on. Low down to 65. A couple of showers linger tomorrow morning. And a much cooler day with clouds sticking around. West-northwesterly winds in 73. Total rainfall amounts 1/10 to a quarter. Maybe some spots to about 1/3 of an inch. We'll turn cooler tomorrow night. Clearing off. Low down to 46. Sunshine and 60 down for the day on Wednesday. Upper 60s Thursday. Low 70s Friday. Mid to upper 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on KramerSiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Canelo Luga, linebacker and special teams specialist.
KO, that's a lot of skill sets.
What's your point?
Well, kickers kick, guards block, receivers catch.
Is there a point coming?
Well, yeah, you have to cover running backs, quarterbacks, tight ends, kickoff and punt returners, even loose balls.
So you want to know how I'm a specialist? Simple. My job is to put the guy with the ball firmly on the ground. I specialize in firmly.
So Sony specializes in video processing. They have the skills to make any panel deliver a better picture. Better as in more color, smoother motion handling, higher contrast, everything that makes sports on TV look real. From Sony cameras and mics used on the field to showing the game in your home like you have sideline tickets.
Well, we still want you to come see us at the stadium.
Oh, heck yeah. Live football's the best, but Sony is firmly in second.
Just like a great football coach, he comes up with a game plan. He plans on doing the right thing at the right time. Winter is a great time to make home improvements such as new siding, windows, gutters, garage doors, and even phantom screens. So don't get uptight, relax, and enjoy the game. Just don't drop the ball. Call Dillman Brothers and score big. 217-344-8290. You can also contact us by email on our website, dillmanbrothers.com. Get your exterior in shape. No rookies, only pros at Dillman Brothers.
Karen Dillman, Karen Dillman bought our triplet stroller 24 years ago.
Okay, small world.
And now she has, I think, 3 grandbabies, so she's using it again. And I told her we'd like it back. I mean, we'll take it, we'll buy it back. And she says, really? I said, yeah, actually. Because Janet said, yeah, I'll take it back. So anyway, we had 1, 2, 3 in a row. It was really kind of a high rise, and it was beautiful. You take them off. You could push it with a finger. It was so engineered.
Nice.
It was like $900.
Okay.
And we used that stroller everywhere, and then everywhere we went, we had to take it apart, put it in the back of the van, and get it back out. Are they triplets? Yeah, they are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Yes, they're 3 babies. Anyway, it was so fun. And then they got a little older and started using their feet. So if you're behind, Gracie was always in front. And the boys would push her, and then the other boy would push the other boy. And
okay.
It was great. We used to have to duct tape Christian's diaper on him. Sometimes you just take it off.
I see.
Anyway, we have so many great memories. Now we're going to have another baby, Grace.
That's right.
A grandbaby, Grace. And you're going to have one in 2 months?
Yeah, December 10 is the due date for Anna.
So
and
less
Seth.
than 3 months. Less than 3 months.
Right.
So that's
She's
exciting.
Really poking out there.
Oh, boy.
She's finishing up her nursing at Parkland.
Wow.
And, the first week of December, there's supposedly these finals. So.
Well, they're going to have to work with her. I mean, they will.
I know.
I think Parkland's the best community college in the world.
I think she's met with some professors to get a plan B going.
They're a 10 out of 10. I love Parkland College. I think it's a gift. If you go to Parkland for 2 years and get your basics, you'll save $50,000 to $75,000.
She's real happy.
Oh, man. It's awesome. Good for her. Good for Anna.
Absolutely.
And a baby boy coming for Diane.
That's right.
And so she might not be available for your walk and run. You never know.
Learning the word no.
I don't. When have you said no?
I mean,
you're thinking about working with.
In 2026.
I'm going to say, though, you've not said no in your life. And so when
I did have 4 events this weekend.
4 events this weekend. And you can still do 150,000 things, but you won't be able to help the baby.
Just trying to delegate more.
When you hold your grandson, you're going to change a lot.
I'm so excited.
You're going to change a lot. Anyway, Gracie is any minute, and we'll get a call that she's going to the hospital as she goes into labor. She's 40 weeks tomorrow. And, because Jacob's in baseball, we don't know where there's no way to buy a home because you don't know where you're going to be.
That's right.
And so they're at our house, and it's just, I'm so excited to have a baby in the house. And I know it's every 2 hours I get it. I've done this a few years ago, but I love babies and the joy. All right, we're going to pause for the news. You're always welcome to chime in on the Fisher National Bank text line. Our Stever offer is a doggy bag. I pay for it all. You get a big canvas bag filled with stuff you just got to throw away. And it's $215 value. I'm paying for the bag. I'm paying for the pickup. 217-359-2255 to text in anything based on what we've said, or text doggy bag. Have a chance at that. Minute till 8.
When feeling better can't wait, visit Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Convenient locations, hours to fit your schedule, and no appointment necessary. Plus, you don't have to be a Christie Clinic patient. Receive health care when and where you need it with Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Christie Clinic accepts Health Alliance and most other major insurance plans. Visit ChristieClinic.com to find the convenient care closest to you.
Attention drivers. When it comes to your car, trust matters. That's why savvy drivers choose PDR Automotive for top-notch service and unbeatable quality. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, their team of expert technicians has the skill and experience to keep your vehicle running smoothly. At PDR Automotive, customer satisfaction is their priority, and they won't rest until your car is back on the road performing at its best. Visit PDR Automotive in Urbana today, family-owned and operated for more than 50 years. They're what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Awaiting President Trump's appeal. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Portland is burning to the ground. You have agitators, insurrectionists.
But a federal judge has blocked his plan to send in National Guard troops from Oregon or California or Texas.
We're also hearing from the governors involved in this, including California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, who said the court granted our request for a temporary restraining order halting any federalization, relocation, or deployment of any Guard members to Oregon from any state. Trump's abuse of power won't stand. There is one governor who is in favor of this, and that is Governor Greg Abbott of Texas, who said he had authorized the president to call up 400 members of the Texas National Guard to ensure safety for federal officials.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith at the White House. He says those troops could go to Chicago, but Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, a Democrat, says they're not wanted there. The president's deployed federal agents and troops to Washington and Memphis. Attorney General Pam Bondi says through Sunday they've made more than 3,800 arrests in the D.C. crime crackdown, and in 1 week in Tennessee, 273 arrests. There are talks today in Egypt on President Trump's ceasefire plan for Gaza. Israel and Hamas talking separately to negotiators on a plan to stop the war in exchange for a release of all the hostages.
What happens after that? Who's going to run Gaza moving forward? It can't be Hamas. It can't be a terrorist organization.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio also tells Fox rebuilding Gaza could take a long time. It's day 6 of the government shutdown. The Senate plans another vote on the funding bill today. Democrats have blocked it so far, demanding better health care coverage for Americans. 2 Americans sharing the Nobel Prize for Medicine handed out this morning.
The winners are Mary E. Brunkow with the Institute for Systems Biology in Seattle, Frank Ramsdell with Sonoma Biotherapeutics in San Francisco, and Dr. Shimon Sakaguchi, professor at Osaka University in Japan. The Nobel Assembly says their research has led to the development of treatments for cancer and autoimmune diseases and could lead to more successful transplantations.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. Tomorrow they'll hand out the Physics Award. Friday, the Nobel Peace Prize. America's listening to Fox News.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms to apply.
Days after what Attorney General Pam Bondi calls an insufficient 8-year prison sentence given to the man who tried to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, the court's new term starts this morning.
Justices will begin their 9-month docket this week with arguments in a gay conversion therapy case. Other major cases they will hear include the legality of President Trump's sweeping tariffs and a challenge by 12 U.S. states and various businesses. They'll be faced with a case concerning election finance restrictions challenged by Vice President J.D. Vance. The court is also set to take up culture war issues like race and transgender sports participation. Some cases involve President Trump's attempt to remove federal workers like Fed Reserve Governor Lisa Cook and Rebecca Slaughter, a Democratic member of the Federal Trade Commission. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Still no arrests in Alabama in Saturday night's deadly mass shooting.
Police say 2 groups opened fire, killing a 17-year-old boy and a woman. 12 others were injured, 5 critically. Montgomery Police Chief James Grayboys describes how the situation quickly escalated between the 2 groups.
When that exchange erupted, multiple people in the crowd, because this was a crowded area, pulled their own weapons and started discharging.
The chief says the youngest victim is 16. A $50,000 reward is available for information leading to the arrest of the shooters. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
On Wall Street, rising stock futures indicate the Dow may go even higher after Friday's record close. In the baseball playoffs, Seattle got even.
The Mariners got a pair of home runs from Jorge Polanco against the Tigers Sunday. Eighth inning, the game was tied 2-2 until Julio Rodriguez doubled home Cal Raleigh. Seattle scored its first playoff win at home in 24 years. The Mariners and the Tigers are even one game apiece.
That's Fox's Jared Max. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the New York Yankees 13-7. That tie gives Toronto a 2-0 lead today, Game 2 in both National League Series. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois' electric vehicle rebate program application cycle opens October 28. EPA announcing dates for the next application cycle as well as updates to the program that reflect legislation passed by the Illinois General Assembly. That cycle is Tuesday, October 28. It runs through Saturday, January 31st of next year. No charges filed in the deadly April crash after a school camp in Chatham. Evidence indicates it was most likely a medical episode, possibly a seizure, that caused Marianne Akers to bear up the road, crash into the Why Not building, killing 5. After the crash, Akers' driving privileges canceled. Drought conditions and harvesting season proven to be dangerous combination, kicking up dust and reducing visibility across highways in central Illinois. It's not only negative coming out of this year's drought, though. U of I agronomy professor Giovanni Preza-Fontes says it's too dry. Farmers are looking at potential yield losses. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Hey, it's the 8 o'clock hour. I'm Stevie J. Diane Ducey is here.
Good morning.
This is, it's actually said September last hour, but it is October. October 6th.
The 6th.
Yeah.
Yes.
October 6th. And
I believe a big full moon, too. That was beautiful.
So, I'm not real smart. When I look at the sky,
I think I beg to differ, but okay.
Well, thank you. Over my patio was a light bulb called the moon.
Yes, beautiful. Yeah, the weather office at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning around here.
But then I wake up at 4 hours later and the moon is completely on the other side of the sky.
Yep.
So what happened?
There's moonrise, moonset, sunrise, sunset,
it was the same level. It was there.
Yeah.
And then it was, looking from my bedroom, it's like at 12 o'clock, and then it was like 4 o'clock. So how?
Everything's in motion.
Yes.
Well, how come I don't get dizzy at 1,200 miles an hour spin on the Earth?
I can't answer that. That's why we have that big school down the street from us. So,
okay. Gravity.
No, I mean,
gravity. Yeah,
but it's
relativity.
Yeah, but
I think would be it. Right?
If I take you to the county fair and I spin you at 40 miles an hour, you're going to be dizzy. If I spin you at 1,200 miles an hour and you're, thousands of miles away from the orbit, I guess it doesn't feel it.
Because everything is moving at that speed. If you're on the roller coaster or the whatever you just mentioned there, that there's a static element and then there's a moving element of what you're included in. I'm thinking. I'm not smart either.
This is why. Welcome to
University
Walmart. What can I help
Illinois.
you find? Welcome to Walmart. That's what I'm practicing because I'd be good at that. Wouldn't I be good at Walmart?
Yes.
I would be.
And that is an essential piece for people to be in a good mood and, know where their product that they want to find.
Why'd the moon move 4 hours? From noon to 4. I don't get it. Anyway,
why does the sun come up? Why does it come down? The whole solar system, the stars, the planet,
we're moving.
Planet, everything.
We're moving and shaking, Stevie.
Sometimes I think
that's the astronomical term.
There we go.
Sometimes I've thought maybe God's up there with a mirror going, watch this, they're going to think there's more planets. We'll show them that.
Yet another big sloppy curveball. So.
Listen, it's unbelievable. That's why God exists. You can never know all the answers to everything. There's too much. But it's fun to keep learning. That's the cool thing about life is you truly can keep learning every single day if you want to.
Absolutely.
That's why they call us human beings.
Yes, we are. And it's our meteorologist, Greg Sollier, an intelligent, smart being. And he's brought to you
Part-time. That's what I tell the boys. Part-time genius.
It's our weatherman, and it's brought to you by Kurt Lenschow, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, sir, we're all waiting for a big Ohio State Fox noon game, the studio coming back. The Stars are back in town on Saturday morning, 11 o'clock kickoff, and I think you've dished up another fine week, sir.
Yep, we'll forecast sunshine and breeze out of the southeast for late morning, or at least during the morning hours on Saturday. Probably will start the day off cool. Sunrise temperatures will be down in the 40s, but in this dry air mass and another expanding and then sinking air mass of high pressure overhead, that means a quick recovery on temperatures as the day wears on. We'll be probably kicking off with readings somewhere in the upper 60s to near 70, then climb into the mid 70s in the afternoon on football Saturday. Equally fine 60s for Friday night football, high school style. And we'll just see what transpires at Milwaukee tonight and then down at Wrigley Field for the middle part of the week. Weather looks to be cool as well and dry. Out the door this morning, 63, make that 66 to Outwood and Savoy, 65 at Danville, 64 at Bloomington Normal. You know, this dry air mass, dry vegetation, low afternoon humidity, a breeze. We had some fires break out over the course of the weekend from a harvest standpoint. Keep an eye on that with tender equipment or tender vegetation dried out and equipment. There's some rain back to the north and west of us. We may spark a stray shower later this afternoon. Increasing clouds. Still summer-like, 86. A few showers tonight, maybe an evening thunderstorm. 65. Don't get all worked up and excited about the amounts. They'll be disappointing, probably in coverages too. Much cooler tomorrow, 73 with a couple of showers in the morning. We'll clear it off tomorrow night, drop into the 40s, and some cool mornings with a high near 69 on Wednesday, 67 on Thursday, 71 on Friday. We'll be in the upper 30s and lower 40s in the morning, and climb to the mid 70s Saturday afternoon and approach 80. Another warm, dry spell getting going here for next week and beyond. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, friend, thank you very much. Into the 8 o'clock hour, you're always welcome to jump on. 217-359-2255. Yeah, Fox News has the words on the screen. Chicago police told not to respond when their ICE brethren were in trouble when they surrounded them with cars and vehicles. Kristi Noem has said that there's now bounties on the dark web for killing an ICE officer. Who pays the money? And can't we track that? I mean, this is there's all kinds of people complaining that the guy that planned to kill Brett Kavanaugh, Supreme Court Justice, planned it, went to the shooting range, showed up at his house from LA, backpack, dark clothing, had all kinds of things to kill. And his sister talked him out of it. He got 8 years for that, though. Turned himself in and got 8 years.
Okay.
So if you plan to kill an ICE officer, shouldn't you go to jail too?
I would think so.
If you're plotting to kill and you get foiled, anyway, there's all kinds of pushback on the leniency of the judge. 8 years and not 30 or 40 or whatever it would be. I don't know. Think about that. You plot to kill, you don't do it. If I plan to rob a bank and they end up not doing it, even though I showed up at the door and I said, I can't do this, do I go to jail? I don't know. I just think obviously he plotted the murder. He was intent on doing it. What's to say he doesn't change his mind and go back and do it again? Mm-hmm. So 8 years in some ways doesn't sound like enough because he'll only be 32 when he gets out. I mean, you just can't allow and say, look, you can plan it. They don't even give you much time for that. Depends on the judge. Depends on the kind. And they're actually, Pam Bondi, our Attorney General, is appealing that. Think it is too light of a sentence. But you got a lot of people in Chicago that are upset that the police were told to stand down. There's a print on the screen of the communication. A couple of brave officers turned it in. The Fraternal Order of Police is outraged, absolutely outraged. You don't help a brother and sister in law enforcement when they call for help?
Right.
They're in trouble. They called for help. They needed help. And the commander in charge of that hour, whoever she is, told them do not respond. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how the police department will respond to that since it leaked and they have proof. How Mayor Brandon Johnson had like a 12% approval rating up there. And Governor Pritzker, who's clearly running for president of the woke people. Anyway. Okay, so we check our sports headlines. And again, 217-359-2255. You can text in Illini if you're interested in free tickets to the top football game in the nation this week, perhaps. I think maybe Indiana, Oregon might succumb that kind of, because they're 3 versus 7 So that's probably bigger than 1 versus 17. But the Illinois, one of the biggest games this week, and I can give you free tickets. Text in Illini.
Those layered donuts from Parlor Donuts. Yes, that's giving you a chance
That's
to
what
win.
they call them, layered. That puppy is good.
1757 West Kirby and Mattis at the Old Farm Shop, 6 to 4 Monday through Saturday, 7 to 4 on Sunday. Plus, you've got a couple of locations of Jet's Pizza in on our free Illini ticket giveaway, 217-359-2255. Also, could win some Thursday as you join us at 1609 West Springfield Avenue at Pia's. And with some special guests coming into the area, Stevie.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, and we will see them there at Pia's Live. You'll want to be there. It's going to be 4 to 6, live broadcast, 4 to 6. Yeah.
And we could start signing up to win after 3 when we're getting all our equipment ready to go.
You give away a lot of stuff.
We do.
A lot of stuff.
Because we have a lot of people that we're working with, and some of the coolers have had speakers and Bluetooth capability.
Football tickets. I mean, this is a hot game now.
Absolutely.
Try not to sell your tickets to a Buckeye. We're going to have enough red there smattered through the stadium because there's fantastic fans who travel and spend money. So from that regard, that's good. They're coming to my town to spend money.
That's right.
But we want a dominant orange, not red. Okay, and I think we'll have it at 5-1.
Absolutely.
I think the crowd, and Brett Bielema called for it clearly. I'll play it here in a minute about being there, the crowd. We need the crowd. And that's a huge part of this. Home field. We've got one now. That's so
right.
exciting.
So go Illini, ranked number 17 now after our 43-27 win over Purdue. Second straight year with back-to-back taking the Cannon Trophy and putting it on our campus. It was a good game, and we'll have more comments from Jay Lehman today.
Yeah.
After 3.
What's Jay say? That's after 3 o'clock today with Curtis and Evan on the drive. Jay Lehman's hour is 3 to 4 repeated. 5 to 6.
That's right. And we had Illinois soccer winning, had Illinois volleyball winning. So it was a good weekend. Bears and Green Bay Packers with the day are a bye weekend, but Colts over the Ravens 40 to 6. Kansas City's at Jacksonville tonight. Maybe we should touch on baseball. We had the Cubs lost to Milwaukee, but the second game is tonight at 8:08
in Milwaukee.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it could be that Thursday they're playing. And
they will be at Wrigley, but they've got the first team to win 3. It's 1-0 Milwaukee. The Cubs win tonight, they got home field again. Because the next 2 would be in Chicago, the 5th game, if necessary, back in Milwaukee.
That's right.
Brett Bielema, after the Purdue win.
A 16-point game on the road against Purdue. We've made progress. We're doing a lot of good things. I think the key for us this week is obviously an unbelievable opportunity with Ohio State, and we just got to get our guys healthy, got to get our guys fresh. We got to be very, very smart in our plan. We've got some things offensively, defensively, and special teams. Shoot, Luke had a career day today, and you don't even really kind of know it. It's just because it's so routine for him, right? I thought, there's a lot of things that happened today that were really cool. I thought there was, our response when we gave up the big play defensively, which is absolutely unexcusable, right before the half to give up free yardage like that. But to have our offense go out there, execute a end of half drive to get points on the board right before the half and kind of take that momentum back was huge. So then we came out with a momentum changer with a turnover off the punt. And just very opportunistic group all day and full team effort.
That's kind of what we did with Duke, right? We had a lot of turnovers, took advantage of that as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, good to beat Purdue 2 times in a row for the first time in 25 years. Yes. From cash-free convenience to protection from fraud and beyond, credit cards provide numerous advantages to consumers. However, before you use plastic for making purchases and managing your personal finances, it's important to be smart about using credit. National Get Smart About Credit Day is October 16, established by the American Bankers Association. This annual day of recognition designed to encourage individuals to take control of their credit by providing educational resources. Know what you're getting yourself into. I know, but you do kind of need to read the fine print. It's all there about what's going to happen here. Get your free credit report. You can do that. Review your credit report at least once a year to ensure information is accurate. Make timely payments. You don't want to be late. Find the right card for you. There's all kinds of benefits and stuff you want to avoid. The danger zone. If you find yourself making the minimum payment, that's bad. And shop secure. Busey professionals want to help you preserve and protect your credit using their years of experience. Helpful tools. Call them at 1-800-67-BUSEY for a complimentary credit consultation. or visit one of their many convenient locations today. Busey, amazingly, started in 1868, a year after the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Busey, member FDIC.
Beautiful start to our week, Stevie.
Sure is. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana this Saturday. Hopefully one and all enjoyed the spell of summer-like weather over the past weekend. It continues on for the day-to-day. Then a little more typical early autumn air mass builds in the area behind a cool front. That cool-off expected through the remainder of the week with another big warm-up relative to mid-October getting going over the weekend. More so into next week. Some rain in the forecast. Nothing to make a significant dent on ongoing dryness and drought. Up to 86 today, increasing clouds, small chance for shower this afternoon. Light south wind, showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair, maybe good coverage, maybe a thunderstorm early on, low down to 65. A couple of showers linger tomorrow morning, and a much cooler day with clouds sticking around, west-northwesterly winds in 73. Total rainfall amounts tenth to a quarter, maybe some spots to about a third of an inch. Will turn cooler tomorrow night, clearing off, low down to 46, sunshine and 60 down for the day on Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, low 70s Friday, mid to upper 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
NVIDIA shares are down more than 1%. This morning, its competitor, chipmaker Advanced Micro Devices, announced a multi-billion-dollar deal with OpenAI. Barron says it could challenge NVIDIA's dominance in chip making for artificial intelligence. Comerica, a more than century-old financial institution started in Detroit, now headquartered in Dallas, is being sold to Fifth Third Bank of Cincinnati. The Wall Street Journal says Comerica was facing pressure from activist investors to sell itself so the combined bank could better compete with JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America. Target's Circle Days sale launched this morning. Amazon Prime's Big Deal sale is tomorrow and Wednesday. Walmart's Deals event starts tomorrow. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture.
The age-friendly Champaign-Urbana Steering Committee, in partnership with the community organizations and local businesses, are proud to have the return of Active Aging Week, October 6th through the 12th. The annual celebration promotes healthy aging, vibrant lifestyles, and community connections for adults over 50. The Urbana Park District wants to host low-cost programs designed to highlight opportunities for older adults to stay engaged, healthy, and active. Get the highlights of Active Aging Week, October 6th through the 12th at urbanaparks.org.
Sarah Champagne's Ben Quattrone on keeping his employees.
It's got to be the place to work. We have to pay the best. We have to treat people the best. Some of the guys wanted to order pizza the other day. Well, we bought 30 Papa Del's pizzas. BMW had the best month they've ever had. They said, can we have a cookout? Saturday, I cooked like 50 ribeye steaks. And they were expecting like cheeseburgers, burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Like, if I'm eating steak, you're eating steak. We both eat steak, we both eat hamburger.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
Why visit Freedom Roofing for your roof repair or replacement? Just listen to what satisfied customers are saying.
Freedom Roofing was quick to respond, reasonably priced, and their quality was excellent.
They found an immediate issue, patched it on the spot, and later replaced our entire roof. We couldn't be happier.
For local, trusted roofing done right, visit freedomchampagne.com or call 217-393-6000 today.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to see the Fighting Illini sold-out game against Ohio State. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football against Ohio State with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We are hot and heavy in football, obviously, but basketball is not far behind. I thought this was a great clip released by the U of I basketball program on everybody's name, and kind of funny at the end. But if you're wondering how to pronounce it, it should come right from them, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm Mihailo Petrovic. I am coming from Prokuplje, Serbia.
Let's do that one again. I don't think we can emulate the emphasis on the accent, right?
Right.
So Mihailo, is that what he said?
Stojakovic.
Let's hear that one again. This is but they're all Vic.
I'm Mihailo Petrovic. I am coming from Prokuplje, Serbia.
Okay, so Mihailo
Petrovic.
Okay, and this is our big score here.
Andrej Stojakovic, originally from Thessaloniki, Greece.
I'm Zvonimir Ivišić and I'm from Vodice, Croatia.
Tomislav Ivišić, Vodice.
David Mirković Nikšić. Ty Rogers.
I love that. So we got all these Balkans, and they're very good at basketball. Z, as they call him, is Thomas Isevic's brother, and he came in at 7'2" and can shoot the three. You're not going to block that shot. 7'2", 220, and he's now 7'2" because of Fletch. 7'2", 251. He's up 31 pounds.
Muscle mass.
Yeah, and so Z was interviewed about that incredible growth. So
Gained 30 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I came here I was like 220. Now I'm 250, 251, something like that.
What do you eat? Like, do they stuff you with chicken parmesan?
Pancakes, man. Pancakes and waffles. Okay. That's, for breakfast. Just a lot of that every day.
How does gaining 30 pounds, does that help you like an on-ball defender down low, or just how does that weight help a college basketball player?
Well, it was hard, because I gained it pretty fast, so I felt kind of a little bit that it slowed me down a little bit. Yeah. But at the same time, I was working really hard in a weight room and trying to improve that. So it hasn't really slowed me down that much. But it helps. It gives you confidence. You feel stronger. And it's just a good feeling.
That's Tomislav's brother, Z.
Yeah, let's just go
with
with
Z. Yeah. So we have our pronunciation to work out.
Yes.
Because it's you want to say their names properly.
You do.
So our PA guy,
Tim Sinclair.
Mm-hmm. He'll knock it out first day.
Absolutely.
That's what those guys do. So one more time, so we learn about this.
I'm Mihailo Petrovic.
Mihailo Petrovic. I feel like I'm doing like the learn a new language tapes.
Yeah.
Mihailo Petrovic.
Right.
Coming from Prokuplje, Serbia.
Andrej Stojakovic, originally from Thessaloniki, Greece.
Andres, did he say S? Andres Stojakovic. Stojakovic is his dad, who's an NBA player.
Okay.
So Andres Stojakovic. Okay, working.
I'm Zvonimir Ivišić, and I'm from Vodica, Croatia.
Yeah, that's Thomas Lau's brother, but I got to have him go slow on the Z thing. Yeah. His first name, that's why they call him Big Z.
Tomislav Ivišić, Vodica.
We say Isavić, but he's going Išević. He's doing it just a little bit different.
David Mirković.
David, it looks like David. Mm-hmm. David Mihilovic. And I think I can get this last one.
Ty Rogers.
I love that. I need you, Ty. Ty hurt his knee in a pickup game in East Lansing over the summer, and he had surgery. And no, has anybody heard a boo about when this guy Ty is going to come back?
I don't know.
I don't either. It could be the year, and it could be in a month or two. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they know. I don't think absolutely know. You go, fired up, it's January 1. So they're just kind of waiting and seeing, to be my guess. Okay, what's a really good thing in Champaign-Urbana that really helps people? It is really Jesus-oriented. It's called Daily Bread Soup Kitchen, and they're doing a fundraiser, and you want to know about it. You want to help them because you're feeding hungry people in our town. That is what Jesus would be so happy about.
Absolutely.
Helping the poor, which we're supposed to do as Christians.
More details very soon.
Coming up next, it's ESPN 93.5. It is Monday, October 6th. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. Be right back.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump forced to Plan B for Portland and saying a federal judge should be ashamed for blocking a National Guard deployment to protect federal ICE agents and buildings.
Portland is burning to the ground. You have agitators, insurrectionists.
With Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem warning of dangerous and unprecedented bounties being placed on the heads of federal officers. First Monday in October, the Supreme Court convenes with major Trump agenda issues to decide, including birthright citizenship. Another Senate vote about ending the government shutdown today. House Speaker Mike Johnson tells Fox.
You think of all the people who are being harmed by this. It begins with women, infants, and children. Their nutrition programs are being stopped, and veterans, health services, and all the rest. I think these Democrats in the Senate are going to feel the outcry, and I think they're going to fold and do the right thing, and we'll get the lights back on and get back to work for the people.
America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. No charges filed in the deadly April crash after a school camp in Chatham. Evidence indicates it was most likely a medical episode, possibly a seizure, that caused Marianne Akers to veer off the road, crash into the Why Not building, killing 5. After the crash, Akers' driving privileges canceled. Drought conditions and harvesting season proven to be a dangerous combination, kicking up dust and reducing visibility across highways in central Illinois. It's not only negative coming out of this year's drought, though. U of I agronomy professor Giovanni Preza Fontes says it's too dry. Farmers are looking at potential yield losses. Illinois' electric vehicle rebate program application cycle opens October 28. EPA announcing dates for the next application cycle, as well as updates to the program that reflect legislation passed by the Illinois General Assembly. That cycle is Tuesday, October 28. It runs through Saturday, January 31st of next year. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. We check your weather forecast again. Another great looking weather leading up to the Illinois-Ohio State game. It looks fantastic. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Well, by golly, a few days worth of more typical early October weather expected to come our way over the next 24 to 36 hours. The beginning of a pronounced cool-off. Back to just no worse than seasonal temperatures around here for the October calendar dates. Another big warm-up gets underway for the end part of the week, more so to the weekend, and even more so next week with another spell of extended dry weather. Unseasonably warm weather for the day-to-day, continuing on, increasing clouds and isolated shower this afternoon, up to 86 and a light south wind. Showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair to good coverage, maybe an evening thunderstorm. Low down to 65. Tomorrow much cooler with highs to about 73. Clouds will stick around much of the day and a couple of showers around for the morning hours. Clearing off tomorrow night, turning much cooler. Low down to 46. Mostly sunny and cooler for the day Wednesday at about 69 for the high. 67 on Thursday. We'll be down to the upper 30s Friday morning, but then 71 in the afternoon. Highs well into the 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Solgay.
All right, thank you very much, Greg. It's our friend Karen Pickard. I saw you, and I think it's your husband, Steve. And what was the store? And I'm just driving me nuts. It closed on Sundays. What the heck was that big old store?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
It's
well, it's a very faithful corporate company that is closed on.
It sure is.
What is it,
we're
man?
right there.
It's North
we're
Prospect.
Standing right in front of it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's going to come to somebody. 217-359-2255. It's one of those things. I just got to know the name of this. Anyway, Karen Pickard, you were my wife's 8th grade teacher at St. Matthew's. How come you look the same?
Oh, stop it! I do not look the same.
You actually
but I
do.
Feel the same.
No.
I
I'm
absolutely
telling
feel
you,
the
you
same.
walk around with a spring on your step. Thank you.
My nephew,
Hobby Lobby. Thank you.
Lobby.
Thank you
There
very
you
much
go.
for saving the day here.
My nephew Austin Ducey also taught by you. How long were you at St. Matthew's doing 8th grade?
Oh gosh, and Austin, what a darling little family
Thank
he has
you.
these days.
Yes.
Very involved in crisis nursery. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Well, Karen Pickard, who's ageless, looks the same. Anyway, good to have you back on the show. Daily Bread Soup Kitchen. I want to know your why. Why have you been so passionate in this, I think, Jesus-motivated thing that you do to feed 400 hot meals to hungry guests 7 days a week?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 400 as our new number. But I want to tell you, it's said that a community can be judged by the way it treats its most vulnerable. And I think in terms of that, Champaign-Urbana is doing very well in so many places, including Daily Bread Soup Kitchen. Our numbers are up. Why? In these economic times, we have more vulnerable people who live here, and they are our fellow citizens in this community. So we're feeding a lot of people. Our costs are up, but the good news is we pay nothing for our volunteers. We are absolutely cost-free in terms of all of the people who help to serve.
How many how many volunteers serve your guests? Do you have any idea of the number of volunteers?
On a daily basis, we have about 20 people who work, and every day has its own crew. And so we have about 130 people who take this on as the joyful work that they do on a weekly basis.
So back to what I asked, why? Why you, Karen?
Why? Why should people not have food? I'm a mother. I'm a grandma. I was a teacher. I just can't abide the fact that anybody would be hungry in this town, in this country. And so that's why I'm passionate about it. Austin went on a field trip with me in the fall all those years ago. I used to drag the kids around to the Boys and Girls Club, the food bank, Catholic worker house, nursing homes, and I would pound on the window and say, there's a world out there. Now, what are you kids going to do about this when you get older? And people like Austin and Janet and you, Steve, and you, Diane, you are doing things about it. And so I think it's important that we pull together and act like a community.
Well, that's so passionate in your voice too, Karen. It's awesome. Okay, so Wednesday, Silver Creek, 3 to 5:30, people can actually buy an incredibly beautiful bowl and help your guys feed more guests, right?
Well, speaking about community, the Champaign-Urbana Potters have just shown up big time. They have created bowls. They have reached out to other independent potters in the community who aren't even a part of their initiative. And together they've created, we probably are going to begin with 400 beautifully crafted ceramic bowls. For $25, you can buy your ticket at the door, and we are accepting cash, checks, and for the first time, credit cards this year. So Silver Creek Restaurant, thanks to them, they're new owners, and we kind of crossed our fingers and said, do you think they'll still reach out the way they have in the past? Oh, yes. They are donating their wonderful gourmet soup, their bread, and for $25, you can have a lovely late afternoon, choose a bowl, have your soup and bread, buy your drinks, and do something to help us feed the hungry in Champaign-Urbana.
So obviously 400 times 25 in 8th grade, you tell the kids that's about $10,000. Can you make $10,000 on the bowls, or how does that?
I don't know. We'll see how many bowls we sell. We'll see how many people come out. And thanks to people like you, the word is out now. So for those of your listeners who are listening, please join us on Wednesday. It'll be as your weather person just said, it's going to be a lovely afternoon. And what better way to pull together and act like a community? We've got partners. We've got the potters. We've got the media. We've got volunteers. Just come and help us and be partners with us in raising money to feed the hungry in Champaign-Urbana.
And, of course, they could also, if they can't come, they can certainly write a check and give you money anyway, right?
Oh, please do. We have a website, dailybreadsoupkitchen.com. You can donate online. And that's how we, to quote the Beatles, we get by with a little help from our friends. Yeah. That's how we keep the doors open. We don't have any funding, any federal funding whatsoever. We're just doing it, I always call it a minor miracle. We don't ever know how many volunteers can be with us that day, how many guests will come to eat, and if the food will hold out. And guess what? It always does.
It always does.
So,
yep. God is good. And
it's located at 116 North 1st Street at the corner of 1st and University, and feeding the hungry with an entree, vegetable, salad, dessert, and beverage for 400 people on a daily basis, 7 days a week. Wow, Karen, thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you of what you do. 402 North Race is where Silver Creek is. If you want to go 3 to 5:30 Wednesday, $25, you get a bowl of soup, $10 for your kids, but you just give some money. $50, you don't need anything for that. Just give them money if you're helping others and you're able to do it. That would be awesome. Plus, Karen Pickard looks the same as in 8th grade when Janet was there. So there's got to be some credit for that. So we appreciate you and what you do for our town. Again, this is Minister once told the real Jesus thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what helping the folks a little less fortunate.
And if you know somebody who needs lunch daily, 10:30 to 12:30.
Very good. Karen
Thanks
Pickard,
so much.
big star in our community. Way to go. We appreciate what you're doing.
have a good rest of the day, and go Illini.
Go Illini.
Yes,
appreciate Karen Pickard, St. Matthew's teaching star, and Janet's 8th grade teacher.
That's right.
Okay. 8:41 on ESPN 93.5.
When looking for a bank, you deserve the best. Philo Exchange Bank is a best of Bauer bank rated 5 stars in financial strength and stability for over 28 consecutive years. Banking with us means you're banking with one of the strongest banks in the nation. Visit any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, or Broadlands to experience the best firsthand.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture. Boy, they got a lot of nice furniture up there. And talk about relaxed.
Yeah.
You can just take your time and they'll bring it to your house for free.
And sometimes
who does free anymore?
You might have an upholstery issue, and they have some craftsmen there.
They can upholster anything you've got. Cars. You want to do inside of your car?
Oh, interesting.
Do a lot of automobiles if you need that.
Okay.
Check your sports headlines now. The Illini asked I think it was Jeremy Warner asked Brett Bielema after the game, just how good is Luke Altmaier?
I can't tell you that because I just live in this little box, right? Like we literally just work on. The thing I love working about with Luke is Luke just works about worries and takes care of his day, right? Like his preparation detail. He's got his own little study in our building where he can get alone and watch film on his own, and he just does a great job of putting himself in a preparation mode to get ready for Tuesday's practice, execute Wednesday, make corrections Thursday, get the game plan together. I can't control the outside narrative. I just know I've been in this business for a long time. I've had quarterbacks that play in the NFL or still playing in the NFL, and this guy's as good as I've ever had.
Well, Brett Bielema's been playing football and coaching football 40 years. It's the best he's ever been around. The best he's ever been. He's been around a lot of football teams with really good teams. Russell Wilson was his guy at Wisconsin. Of course, won a Super Bowl with Seattle, and is still playing. So this high praise for Luke Altmaier. He's one of those kids you'd say he might be a better human than he is a football player.
Yeah,
he's a solid Christian man who is kind, and we had him on for a year here at ESPN 93.5. The first year he was here, he's soft-spoken. He's very much, his eyeballs see you. A good kid. And I'm so excited for his year. This is unbelievable. Game 7 and the number 1 team in the nation. And we're going to be fired up, and the crowd's got to bring it, and they will. This will be a great crowd Saturday.
Hail to the Orange Out Day. So figure out your orange. Ohio State hasn't been in town for 10 years. And we've got that Fox Noon kickoff program that'll happen. Last time they were here, it was 9 a.m. to 10:15. I was thinking it was going to be a 2-hour window all the way up until kickoff, but they were really wrapping it up by 10:15.
And the kids that get in the front row, you'll be seen on TV and all, but
get all their signs out.
I was there, and toward the back, there's plenty of spots.
Yeah, right there in Green
You ought to just
Grove.
go see how they do it. I just think it's funny that their backs are to the audience, so the cameras see the audience.
That's true.
So you have the panel of 5, and their backs are turned to you.
But Alano 5 for 5. 390 passing yards from Luke Altmaier for that game against the Boilermakers. Let's go.
He only had 3 incompletions Saturday. Okay. He and the guys were pretty open, and so Purdue's defense was suspect, but we took advantage of it, and some of those balls, wow. Hank Beatty, what do you have? 187 receiving yards?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Unbelievable. So Buckeyes come in, and they're real, real good. But one time, one day, great crowd, national television. Yes, we can do it.
Get more details from Jay Lehman after 3 today here on ESPN 93.5 as he joins Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on The Drive.
Yep.
And we'll be live on Thursday, so join us October 9th at Pia's for your chance to win some tickets.
US 105.9 has the Cub game tonight. First pitch after 8. It's a late game. And the Cubbies kind of need to win one in Milwaukee. They're down 1-0 in a best-of-5.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana. You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Illini Volleyball is on the air.
Hey Illini fans, it's head coach Chris Thomas with Fighting Illini Volleyball. This year we celebrate the 100th anniversary of historic Huff Hall, and I want you to join us for the Party at Huff all season long as we honor a century of incredible moments and build the future of Illinois volleyball together. The energy, the fans, the tradition, you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now at fightingillini.com. Let's pack Huff and keep the celebration going. ILL.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
At Coach House Garages, buildings are more than just garages and backyard sheds. By combining your imagination with their experience, generations of Amish craftsmanship, and the finest quality materials, they build a garage that fits all of your specifications at a budget you can live with. To learn more about what Coach House of Champaign and Danville offers, visit them online at CoachHouseGarages.com or call at 217-351-9073.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need packing and shipping, we'll be the packing and shipping store.
I could use a little help. I've got 78 orders to ship out.
We're here to help. Our certified packing experts care like you care and can pack and ship just about anything.
The UPS Store can help small business owners be unstoppable with our packing and shipping services. Our certified packing experts can handle it all. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning, they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these Orange Comfort Clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. You know, truth is in seeing it.
Yeah.
We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Hopefully one and all enjoyed the spell of summer-like weather over the past weekend. It continues on for the day-to-day. Then a little more typical early autumn air mass builds in the area behind a cool front. That cool-off expected through the remainder of the week with another big warm-up relative to mid-October getting going over the weekend. More so into next week. Some rain in the forecast. Nothing to make a significant dent on ongoing dryness and drought. Up to 86 today. Increasing clouds. Small chance for shower this afternoon. Light south wind. Showers overspread the area for tonight. Fair, maybe good coverage, maybe a thunderstorm early on, low down to 65. A couple of showers linger tomorrow morning, and a much cooler day with clouds sticking around and west-northwesterly winds in 73. Total rainfall amounts 10th to a quarter, maybe some spots to about a third of an inch. We'll turn cooler tomorrow night, clearing off, low down to 46, sunshine and 60 down for the day on Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, low 70s Friday, mid to upper 70s and sunshine for the weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Greg Solgay.
Talked about A&R and 100th anniversary of a business in Champaign-Urbana. They're in Urbana, A&R Mechanical. You've heard their commercials on here for a year. They've just a really outstanding company. I was honored to host that big celebration on Saturday night. Had such a great time talking to everybody, seeing everybody. It's just a fantastic accomplishment for A&R Mechanical to make 100 years in business. And very faith-based, very, very, very solid company. Enjoyed being there with everybody. the Reichert family, the Asklins. It was just a really, really great time. Thank you for asking me. Okay, Jay Lehman today after 3. That's a highlight.
Yes.
We're 5-1. Had I said before the season, would you take 5-1 for the Ohio State game? Some of you would have said I'd rather be 6-0. We all would. Absolutely. But would you have taken that? Because knowing that Indiana was going to be hard,
yes.
The only thing that surprised me about Indiana was a score.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised we lost.
But we did have injuries.
It was unusual. The whole thing was just like nobody will understand. It just sounds like excuses. But when you lose all your safeties and defensive backs and you're playing the third string special teams guy, they're probably going to score.
Yeah.
And so it got out of hand and it happened, but it wasn't, I think we play them again. It'd be obviously a better game. But losing Xavier Scott for the year was very hurtful. It was a tough loss because he might have been our best defensive back. Anyway, we'll just get it going for Ohio State. 5-1 is fantastic. We're ranked 17th in the nation. We're a top 25 football team, a top 25 program, I would argue. Now.
I agree.
But it's exciting. But I think again, Ohio State's coming in. It's going to be noisy for us. It'll be great. The energy is going to be there. Sometimes boys play a little harder when the crowd's going bananas. And Jay can obviously talk about that because he's done it. And just to know that you're just going to be so high. And Brett said in the press conference after the game, and he'll speak today to the media, he said, I don't need him on steroids. I just need him to play their game.
Okay.
It's not like we need, we got to get them 4 turnovers or we have no chance. No. I think you play your best. You're going to have to play great. And maybe they give the ball up once or twice and we don't. Maybe we keep our penalties way down. They don't. I don't know. They had the week off, so they're coming in pretty fresh. And they're really they didn't have the week. They beat Minnesota 42-3.
Yes.
42-3. Minnesota's pretty good.
I see the early line here as Ohio State 14.5.
That's fine. Good for them. All right, Diane. Thank you.
Enjoy the day.
I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Have a great Monday. Meet you tomorrow.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has strived to provide high-quality care with a personal touch. To continue our mission of We Listen, We Care, we are seeking engaged team members who are focused on improving patient lives, adding value, and increasing capacity to better serve our growing community. Christie Clinic offers competitive pay, great benefits, and advancement opportunities. Come join our team. Visit ChristieClinic.com to view open positions and apply.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need mailbox services, we'll be the mailbox store.
What if my business isn't brick and mortar?
Easy. With our mailbox services, you'll get a real street address instead of a P.O. box.
What if I give you a big bear hug for making my day?
Then get in here, buddy.
The UPS Store can help small business owners be unstoppable with our mailbox services. We'll hold your mail and packages in a safe location. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to see the Fighting Illini sold-out game against Ohio State. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football against Ohio State. From Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Well, tell me what I need to know about Dedicated Diesel and Dixie Chopper, buddy.
Well, Dedicated Diesel, the safety lane is open from 8 to 4 every day. If farmers need to get their trailers or their grain trucks inspected to be compliant with state law, they need to come through. No appointment necessary, but we stop accepting people at 4 o'clock so that they can get those inspections done by 4:30 and all the paperwork done and close up on time. But that is a requirement in the state of Illinois, and we're open to do that. Plus, of course, the Dixie Choppers are there for sale. Stop by and see Andy at 1313 Triumph Drive. Take a look at those. Get the best deal you'll ever get on a quality industrial, commercial, or residential lawnmower.
Awesome.
It's fast.
Yeah, fast as ever. Hey, so how can I reach you, Tim Onstadt?
They can call me at 765-793-7131 and extension 4. They can get me on email at timo@gftlog.com.
Hey, where are you headed?
To Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola.
What do they have there?
What don't they have there? Living room furniture, benches, chests, love seats, sectionals, tables, bedroom sets, hutches, nightstands, end tables, cabinets, mirrors, stools, clocks, lamps, pillows, rugs, desks, media consoles, patio furniture, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more.
So, everything.
Yeah, probably could have just said that.
Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
Actually, I called a provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana,